Hi everyone. Imagine we are sitting together, like friends. This is not one more English lesson full of quick tricks. This is a real talk from someone who feels what you feel. I know the struggle of learning English when grammar looks confusing, when your vocabulary is small, and when you have no partner to practice with. Maybe your hands shake when you speak. Maybe the words disappear in the middle of a thought. Maybe you always translate in your head before saying something. If this is you, then stay with me, because this moment can be like opening a window in a dark room. And please remember, nothing is wrong with you. You are not weak. You are not slow. And English is not too big for you. The real problem is different. You were never shown the right way. You were told to repeat rules, not to talk. You were told to focus on tests, not on life. But today we will change direction. I am not here to confuse you with long grammar or difficult words. I am here to bring you something simple, something true, something you can feel and use every single day. Because I believe everyone can speak English. Maybe not perfect, but real, confident, and strong. This message is for the shy student who hides in class, for the worker who could not answer in an interview, for the parent who dreams of helping their child, for the traveler who wants freedom and knows English is the key. So take a deep breath now. This is not just another video. This is the first step in your change. Let's talk about the real reason why you are not fluent yet. It is not because you forgot grammar rules. It is not because you didn't study enough. And it is not because you don't practice every day. The real reason is one small habit. You keep translating in your head before you speak. This habit looks small, but it is powerful. It blocks your fluency. Let me show you how it works. First, you think in your own language. Then you try to find English words. After that, you build the sentence with grammar rules. Then you check if it is correct. And only after all of this, you finally speak. Sounds familiar? The problem is that this process takes too long. While you are busy translating, the conversation continues. The other person is already answering. And you are there, silent, nervous, thinking you failed again. This is the translation trap. It feels safe, but it keeps you stuck. It looks like progress, but in truth, it steals your freedom to speak. And the more you do it, the more your brain depends on it. Soon you start to fear mistakes, waiting for a perfect sentence before opening your mouth. But fluency does not come from perfection. Fluency comes from speaking freely. Now think about children. They don't translate. They don't think about grammar rules. They listen, copy, repeat, and speak without fear. That is why they sound natural. That is why they improve faster than adults. A child never says, "Wait, let me check the present continuous." They just say, "I'm eating." They don't stop to translate word by word. They use what they know and they keep going. And this is exactly what you must learn again. Not only English, but the courage to speak without translating. I know what you are thinking. But I can't just stop. That's how I was taught. And yes, I understand you. It is not your fault. You learned to memorize grammar. You learned to avoid mistakes. But real English does not live in grammar books. Real English lives in conversations, at cafes, in the street, at airports, in video calls, in interviews, in dreams. And in those moments, you don't have 10 seconds to translate. You must answer now. You must speak now. That is why this message is so important. Because it is not only about English, it is about retraining your brain. It is about thinking in English naturally. Translation is not a bridge to fluency, it is the wall that blocks it. So let me stop here and ask you, have you ever stayed quiet because you were translating in your head and the sentence didn't feel right? Have you ever felt slow or embarrassed because the perfect words did not come? If yes, then this message is for you. And here is the truth you need to keep. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need perfect words. What you need is practice, freedom, and courage. And all of this starts with one idea. Stop translating, start speaking. Starting today, I want you to stop translating every thought that comes to mind. Stop trying to find words in English after thinking in your own language. This habit seems small, but it blocks your fluency. It keeps you stuck. You think translate, check, and then the moment disappears. The conversation moves on. The other person is already responding. You fall silent, nervous, frustrated. It's not your fault. No one taught you the right way. You were trained to memorize, translate, wait for perfection. That's why most students never speak English fluently. Children don't translate. Children don't think about grammatical rules. They don't worry about mistakes. They listen, absorb, copy, and speak. I'm hungry. I want water. It's raining. Simple. Natural. Free. That's why children learn faster than adults. They think in the language they hear. They don't filter every thought through translation. You should do the same. You must train your brain to think in English directly. Every small thought becomes a sentence. Every moment is practice. You don't need notebooks, grammar rules, or corrections. You simply speak what you feel, what you see, what you do. Your mind becomes a laboratory. You become your own teacher, coach, and friend. Every day, English grows within you slowly, naturally, and powerfully. When you stop translating, your brain stops slowing you down. It stops waiting for perfect sentences. It stops fearing mistakes. You start trusting your instincts. You start creating sentences automatically. You start flowing with conversations. Your English becomes alive, not something remembered from a textbook. You start feeling the language, not just thinking it. Fluency is freedom within your mind. It may feel uncomfortable at first. You may feel awkward. You may feel lost. That's normal. It's your brain leaving an old habit behind. It's learning a new rhythm. Every time you think in English, you strengthen yourself. You are building a new muscle, a new skill, a new identity. You are becoming someone who speaks English naturally, confidently, effortlessly. Start now. Take a brief moment. Look around. Narrate your life in English. I'm making tea. I'm opening the door. I'm seeing the sun. Do this out loud. Do this silently in your mind. Do this while walking, cooking, waiting, commuting. Do this until your brain thinks in English automatically. Don't translate. Don't stop. Don't wait. Speak. Now. Say with me. I think in English. I speak English. I don't translate. I trust my mind. I trust my words. English lives in me. English lives in my day. I am fluent, free, and confident. Fluency isn't a test. It isn't grammar. It isn't memorizing words. Fluency is a habit, a rhythm, a mental environment you create every day. It all starts with thinking in English. Stop translating. Start living the language. Your brain will follow. Your mouth will move on. Your life will move on. One day you'll look back and realize you speak English because you think English, not because you studied more, not because you practiced more. You changed your mind, and your mind changed your life. Narrate your life in English. Every moment is a chance to practice English. Do not wait for a teacher, a classroom, or a perfect opportunity. Start now. Talk to yourself. Tell your thoughts aloud. Narrate your life in English. Say everything you do, everything you see, everything you feel. I am drinking water. I am walking to the store. The sky is blue today. Simple sentences. Short sentences. True sentences. Each sentence trains your brain to think in English. Each sentence builds your fluency. When you narrate your life, you become your own teacher. You correct yourself naturally. You notice mistakes, but you keep speaking. You do not wait for someone to check you. You do not freeze thinking about grammar rules. You just speak. Your brain starts to form new habits. English becomes part of your daily rhythm. Speaking is no longer a task or a test. It becomes a habit, a lifestyle, a mental environment you create for yourself. Narrating your life also trains your memory and attention. You observe details you normally ignore. You describe colors, sounds, actions. The car is red. The music is loud. I feel happy. Every detail is practice. Every sentence is growth. You develop confidence because your voice is practicing freely. You see yourself making progress. You realize mistakes are not failures, they are steps forward. When you narrate, your English flows naturally. You stop translating. You stop waiting for perfection. You begin to express, not calculate. You create sentences instantly. Your mind becomes fluent. Your thoughts move fast. Your sentences come out smooth. You speak with freedom. You speak with courage. You speak with power. This is how fluency grows from the inside. Not from textbooks, not from grammar drills, not from memorizing lists of words. Fluency grows from living English in your daily life. You can narrate anywhere. Cooking, walking, commuting, waiting in line. Everything becomes practice. Everything becomes English. Your home, your street, your mind, all places to speak. You turn ordinary moments into extraordinary lessons. You do not need anyone else. You do not need a classroom. You do not need permission. You speak. You speak now. You speak because life is happening. And your English grows as your life grows. Say it with me. I narrate my life in English. I speak aloud. I speak freely. I do not wait. I do not translate. I create my own fluency. English lives in my day. English lives in my mind. English grows with every sentence I say. Fluency is not memorizing rules. Fluency is not waiting for the perfect moment. Fluency is action, habit, and rhythm. Narrating your life in English is the fastest, simplest, and most powerful way to practice every day. It is free. It is natural. It is yours. Speak your thoughts. Speak your feelings. Speak your life. English is not something you study. It is something you live. And when you live in English every day, your mind, your voice, and your confidence change forever. Shadow like a native. Listen carefully, not just with your ears, but with your mind and body. Listening is more than repeating words. Listening is copying rhythm, tone, and emotion. You hear a sentence. You repeat it at the same time, exactly as the speaker. You feel the flow. You feel the energy. You feel the language. Every time you listen, you are training your brain and your mouth together. You are training your ears to recognize English naturally. Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about grammar. Don't worry about translation. Just listen and repeat. Copy the sounds. Copy the pauses. Copy the stress of the words. Your brain will start thinking in English automatically. Your mouth will learn to speak fluently. Your voice will sound natural. Listening teaches your brain to connect sounds and meanings instantly. This is how native speakers learn to speak without thinking about rules. This is how your brain learns quickly. Start with short sentences. One sentence at a time. Repeat it 5-10 times until your brain knows it by heart. Then move on to the next sentence. Then the next paragraph. Then the next audio. Each repetition increases your fluency. Each repetition strengthens your confidence. Shadowing is like lifting weights for your English. Your voice gets stronger. Your thinking gets faster. Your speech becomes more fluid. Use different sources: TV shows, podcasts, audiobooks, videos. Choose native speakers with clear pronunciation. Listen carefully. Match their rhythm. Match their intonation. Speak loudly. Speak with emotion. Pretend you're the speaker. Imagine you're in their shoes. Feel their excitement, sadness, energy, or calm. Shadowing isn't just about words, it's about the feel of English. Do it daily. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or more. Consistency is more important than perfection. Small daily steps create huge progress over time. Shadowing reprograms your brain. You stop translating. You stop thinking about grammar. You start thinking in English. You start feeling in English. You start speaking in English. Shadowing transforms your listening, speaking, and pronunciation all at once. It's one of the fastest ways to sound natural. Repeat after me. I practice shadowing like a native. I copy rhythm, tone, and emotion. I speak freely. I speak with confidence. I trust my voice. English lives in me. English flows through my words. I listen, I repeat, I grow. I am fluent. Shadowing is more than practice. It's a habit that trains your brain, your mouth, and your ears together. It's a rhythm you live every day. It's a bridge to fluency. The more you practice shadowing, the more natural your English becomes. The more you practice shadowing, the more your brain stops translating. The more you practice shadowing, the more you speak without thinking. Shadowing makes your English alive. Shadowing makes your English powerful. Shadowing makes your English yours. Use mini dialogues everywhere. Every moment is an opportunity to speak English. You do not need a classroom, a teacher, or perfect conditions. You can use mini dialogues everywhere. Short conversations in your mind, in your voice, anywhere you are. Imagine you are in a store. Ask yourself, how much is this? Can I pay with card? Do you have a bag? Imagine a conversation with a friend. Hi, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Simple, short, natural, real. Each mini dialogue trains your brain to think and speak in English. Each dialogue builds confidence and fluency. Mini dialogues are powerful because they mimic real life. They teach you to respond quickly. They teach you to use words in context. They teach you to feel the rhythm of English. You do not need long sentences. You do not need perfect grammar. You need small moments of practice. Every mini dialogue is a seed for fluency. Every seed grows stronger with repetition. Use mini dialogues in daily routines. While cooking, ask yourself, what do I need next? I am chopping the vegetables. While walking, narrate, I see a car. The sun is shining. While waiting, imagine a conversation. Can I sit here? Excuse me, is this seat free? You are practicing speaking without fear. You are training your brain to respond immediately. You are rewiring your mind to think in English, not translate. Mini dialogues also train creativity. You learn to express ideas with what you know. You learn to improvise when you do not know a word. You learn to use gestures, expressions, and context. You learn to speak like a real conversation, not like memorized sentences. Each small dialogue makes English part of your life. You feel it in your mind, your mouth, your day. You feel fluent because you are speaking, not just studying. Repeat your dialogues aloud. Change words. Add details. Make them real. Pretend the conversation is happening. Feel the situation. Imagine the tone. Imagine the emotions. The more you practice, the more automatic your English becomes. Your brain stops translating. Your sentences appear naturally. Your confidence grows. You start speaking freely, easily, without hesitation. Say it with me. I use mini dialogues everywhere. I speak in short conversations. I respond quickly. I practice every day. English lives in my life. English flows through my words. I am confident. I am fluent. I speak naturally. Mini dialogues everywhere are not just practice. They are a habit, a rhythm, a mental environment that trains your brain constantly. You carry English with you, in your mind and your voice all day. You stop waiting for perfect conditions. You stop waiting for someone to talk to. You speak now. You speak freely. You speak every day. This is how fluency grows from the inside. This is how English becomes yours, natural and unstoppable. Think micro-thoughts in English. Your mind is full of small thoughts every day. I am hungry. I need water. It is hot outside. Most people ignore them. Most people translate them into English only when they have time or feel ready. But fluency does not come from waiting. Fluency comes from using every thought, every moment, every small idea to practice English. That is why you must think micro-thoughts in English. Every tiny thought becomes a sentence. Every sentence is a step toward natural fluency. Start small. Turn simple daily thoughts into English. I open the door. I sit on the chair. I see a car. Don't worry about grammar. Don't stop to translate. Speak immediately. Say it aloud. Speak in your mind. Speak while walking, cooking, cleaning, waiting. Every micro-thought is a small practice session. Every micro-thought trains your brain to respond fast, naturally, automatically. Micro-thoughts also teach confidence. You see yourself speaking English many times a day. You feel progress without pressure. You feel fluent because you are using English constantly. You do not need long texts. You do not need perfect words. You do not need someone else. You just speak what you think in small pieces over and over. Your brain starts to build connections between thoughts and words directly in English. No translation needed. Imagine your life as a conversation. Every small thought is a message. Every micro thought is a dialogue with your mind. I drink water. I check my phone. I look at the sky. Short sentences. Immediate sentences. Real sentences. They may seem small, but they are powerful. They create habit. They create rhythm. They create fluency. Your brain begins to think in English automatically. Your mouth begins to speak English automatically. Your mind starts to feel English, not just know it. Do it consistently. 10 microthoughts in the morning. 10 at lunch. 10 before sleeping. Multiply these small practices every day. The effect compounds. After a few weeks, your brain rewires. You stop translating. You start feeling, seeing, and expressing in English directly. You start responding instantly in real conversations. You start thinking in English like a native. Say it with me. I think microthoughts in English. I speak immediately. I do not translate. I trust my mind. I trust my words. English lives in my thoughts. English flows in my day. I am confident. I am fluent. I speak naturally. Microthoughts in English are not just exercises. They are a mental environment, a daily rhythm, a habit of fluency. Every small thought is a building block. Every sentence is a step forward. The more you practice, the faster your mind connects ideas and words. The more you practice, the more automatic your speaking becomes. The more you practice, the more confident, free, and natural your English grows. Fluency is not waiting for perfection. Fluency is thinking, speaking, and living English in every small moment. Record yourself daily. Recording yourself is one of the fastest ways to improve your English. Every time you speak, your brain and your mouth work together. When you record, you capture your mistakes, your strengths, and your progress. You hear what you sound like. You notice words you forget, pronunciation you struggle with, and sentences that feel unnatural. Recording daily turns every moment into practice. Every sentence becomes a lesson. Every lesson becomes improvement. Do not worry about sounding perfect. Do not worry about grammar. Do not worry about translating. Speak naturally. Speak from your mind. Speak from your feelings. Speak about your day, your thoughts, your ideas, your dreams. I am cooking lunch. I feel happy today. The weather is nice. Short sentences. Clear sentences. Real sentences. Record everything. 5 minutes. 10 minutes. More if you can. Consistency matters more than perfection. After recording, listen carefully. Notice what you like. Notice what you can improve. Repeat the sentences. Try different tones, different rhythms. Copy native speakers if you want. You are both the teacher and the student. You guide yourself. You correct yourself. You build your own rhythm, your own voice, your own confidence. Daily recordings are like a mirror for your English. They show your growth. They show your potential. They show your progress every single day. Recording also trains your mind to think in English. You stop translating. You speak directly. Your brain connects ideas to English words automatically. Your voice starts to sound natural. Your sentences flow freely. You speak faster, easier, and with more confidence. Every day of recording builds fluency from the inside out. Every recording strengthens your courage to speak. Every recording makes mistakes less frightening. Imagine your life as a series of recordings. Small thoughts, microdialogues, narrations. I am brushing my teeth. I am opening the window. I see a bird outside. Each recording is practice. Each practice is growth. You start to notice patterns. You start to notice rhythm. You start to understand pronunciation better. You start to sound like a real speaker. You do not rely on memorized rules. You rely on your voice, your brain, and your habits. Say it with me. I record myself daily. I speak freely. I speak naturally. I notice my mistakes and grow. I think in English. I trust my mind. I trust my voice. English flows through me. I am confident. I am fluent. Recording daily is not just an exercise. It is a habit, a rhythm, a mental environment that trains your mind and your mouth together. Every day you record, you build automatic speaking. Every day you record, you make English part of your life. Fluency comes from action, from courage, from consistency. Recording yourself daily is a tool, a habit, and a practice that turns thoughts into words, words into sentences, and sentences into natural English. Learn phrases, not single words. Learning single words is not enough. Words alone cannot make you speak fluently. You need phrases. Phrases are powerful because they teach you how words connect. They show rhythm, structure, and meaning in real life. When you learn phrases, you do not translate. You think and speak directly in English. I am hungry. Can I have some water? Where is the bathroom? These are more than words. These are tools. Tools you use to communicate naturally. Start with common phrases. Phrases for daily life. Phrases for talking to friends, ordering food, asking questions, expressing feelings. Memorize small sentences. Speak them often. Repeat them aloud. Use them in mini dialogues. Use them while narrating your life. The more you practice, the faster your brain connects ideas to phrases, not single words. You think faster. You speak faster. You speak confidently. Phrases also teach grammar naturally. You do not need rules first. You learn patterns by using them. I am going to the store. I have been waiting for you. I don't understand. Each phrase contains structure, tense, and word order. You absorb them by repeating, not by memorizing rules. You hear, you repeat, you feel, you speak. Grammar becomes automatic. It becomes part of your mind, not something you study. Use phrases everywhere. Narrate your life in phrases. I am making coffee. I am cleaning my room. I see a dog outside. Shadow phrases from videos, podcasts, or conversations. Record yourself saying phrases. Mix them, repeat them, practice them in dialogues. Phrases train your brain, mouth, and ears together. They create natural speech. They build confidence. They eliminate hesitation. You stop translating word by word. You speak in ready-made ideas. You speak like a real conversation. Say it with me. I learn phrases, not single words. I speak phrases naturally. I connect ideas quickly. I think in English. I trust my mind. I trust my voice. English lives in me. English flows through my day. I am fluent. I am confident. Learning phrases changes everything. You move from memorization to communication. You move from fear to freedom. You move from hesitation to action. Each phrase you learn is a small victory. Each phrase you repeat is progress. Each phrase you speak aloud is a step closer to fluency. Words are pieces. Phrases are sentences. Sentences are conversations. Conversations are life. Learning phrases is how you turn knowledge into real English. Speak first, correct later. Stop waiting for perfection. Stop thinking about grammar, vocabulary, or mistakes before you speak. Fluency does not come from perfect sentences. Fluency comes from courage, action, and practice. Speak first. Correct later. This is the secret that many learners ignore. Every moment you wait, your brain loses the opportunity to create real English. Every hesitation slows your progress. Every thought that is not spoken is a lost chance. When you speak first, you let your brain and mouth work together. You train your voice to express ideas without fear. You stop translating. You stop overthinking. You create sentences directly in English. Mistakes happen, yes, but mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are steps forward. Each correction afterward strengthens your knowledge. Each spoken sentence builds confidence. Each action rewires your brain. Start with small sentences. Speak about your day. Speak about your thoughts. Speak about what you see, hear, and feel. I am drinking coffee. The sky is blue. I feel happy. Say it aloud. Do not stop. Even if you think it is wrong. Even if it is not perfect. Speak first. Later, check pronunciation, vocabulary, and structure. Repeat. 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 Fluency grows from action, not hesitation. Use every opportunity to speak. Narrate your life, create mini dialogues, shadow speakers, or record yourself. Speak in short sentences. Speak in phrases. Speak in questions and answers. Speak aloud. Speak silently in your mind. Speak in public. Speak alone. Speak anywhere. The more you speak first, the faster your English becomes natural. Your mouth learns automatically. Your brain starts thinking in English. Your voice becomes confident. Your sentences flow. Say it with me. I speak first. I correct later. I trust my mind. I trust my voice. I do not wait. I do not translate. English lives in me. English flows through my words. I am confident. I am fluent. Speaking first transforms your learning. It teaches freedom. It teaches courage. It teaches rhythm. You stop worrying about mistakes. You start feeling English. You start thinking English. You start living English. Fluency is not memorizing rules. Fluency is doing, speaking, acting, and repeating. Speak first. Correct later. Every sentence you say is practice. Every practice is progress. Every progress brings freedom. Every freedom brings confidence. Every confidence brings fluency. Fluency is not a dream. Fluency is not a distant goal. Fluency is a habit, a rhythm, a mental environment you create every day. Each habit, thinking in English, narrating your life, shadowing like a native, using mini dialogues, thinking micro thoughts, recording yourself daily, learning phrases, and speaking first, builds your fluency from the inside out. Every small action compounds. Every practice moment counts. You are not waiting for perfection. You are creating freedom. You are creating confidence. You are creating the ability to speak naturally, powerfully, and without fear. Your mind is learning. Your voice is learning. Your life is changing. Fluency grows silently in your daily routines, in the sentences you speak aloud, in the micro-dialogues you create, in the recordings you make, and in the phrases you repeat. Every moment becomes practice. Every sentence becomes a step toward natural English. The more you apply these habits, the faster your brain rewires, the faster your mouth speaks, and the faster your confidence grows. Remember, English is not about memorizing rules. English is not about translating. English is not about waiting for the perfect moment. English is living, speaking, and feeling every day. Make it your habit. Make it your rhythm. Make it your life. Speak freely. Speak boldly. Speak naturally. If you are ready to continue this journey, to grow every day, and to become fluent from the inside out, then take the next step. Subscribe to this channel now and join a community of learners who speak, practice, and grow together. Your English will never be the same. Start today. Speak today. Live English today.